Welcome to LC Coins World, your ultimate destination for exploring the fascinating world of coins and their history. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1969 Kennedy half dollar, one of the most iconic coins in U.S. numismatic history. This coin, minted during a time of significant cultural and economic change, stands as a tribute to the legacy of President John F. Kennedy. With its striking design and silver composition, the 1969 Kennedy half dollar remains a favorite among collectors and history enthusiasts. Let's uncover its history, design, and value in the numismatic world. The origins of the Kennedy half dollar. The Kennedy half dollar was first introduced in 1964, just months after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy in November 1963. The coin was created as a way to honor his memory and legacy. The decision to place Kennedy's image on the half dollar was swift, reflecting the nation's admiration for its 35th president. The U.S. Mint moved quickly to design and produce the coin. Gilroy Roberts, the Mint's chief engraver at the time, created the obverse design featuring a portrait of Kennedy. The reverse, designed by Frank Gasparro, showcases the presidential seal with an eagle clutching an olive branch and arrows, surrounded by 50 stars representing the states. The 1969 Kennedy half dollar. The 1969 Kennedy half dollar holds a special place in the series as it was one of the last years the coin was minted with 40% silver. From 1965 to 1970, Kennedy half dollars were struck with the composition of 40% silver and 60% copper. This was a significant reduction from the 90% silver coins produced prior to 1965, reflecting the rising cost of silver and its gradual removal from circulating coinage. The coin was minted exclusively at the Denver Mint in 1969, bearing the D Mint mark below Kennedy's neck. It has the following specifications: weight 11.5 grams, diameter 30.6 millimeter, composition 40% silver, 60% copper. The 1969 Kennedy half dollar is not just a piece of currency, it's a window into a transformative period in American history. The coin reflects the nation's ongoing tribute to President Kennedy's vision and values. Its silver content also makes it valuable to investors and collectors alike, especially as silver became increasingly scarce in U.S. circulating coinage after 1970. Additionally, the coin's production in 1969 coincided with pivotal moments in American history, including the Apollo 11 moon landing. This historic year added even more significance to the Kennedy half dollar, as Kennedy himself had been a strong advocate for the U.S. space program. The 40% silver composition makes it an attractive option for both numismatists and investors. As one of the last silver half dollars produced, it represents a key transition in U.S. coinage. While millions of these coins were minted, those in uncirculated or proof condition hold greater value. The 1969 Kennedy half dollar is particularly significant because it marks one of the final years of silver composition in U.S. circulating coinage. By 1965, the U.S. Mint had reduced the silver content of half dollars from 90% to 40% in response to rising silver prices and hoarding of silver coins. The 1969 issue was among the last to be struck with this 40% silver composition, as the Mint transitioned to copper nickel-clad coinage for half dollars in 1971. The 1969 Kennedy half dollar was produced exclusively at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D Mint mark on the coin's obverse below Kennedy's portrait. Approximately 129,881,800 coins were minted that year, making it a relatively common date within the series, though its silver content continues to make it desirable for collectors. A left-facing profile of President John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. The design captures Kennedy's strong and youthful image, symbolizing hope and progress. The presidential seal, created by Frank Gasparro, includes a heraldic eagle holding an olive branch and arrows, surrounded by a ring of stars. This design emphasizes strength, peace, and unity. The reeded edge adds an elegant touch and prevents counterfeiting, while the coin's larger size makes it a striking piece. The 1969 Kennedy half-dollar was minted during a transformative period in U.S. history. The country was navigating the Vietnam War, the Civil Rights Movement, and significant cultural changes. It was also the year of the Apollo 11 moon landing, a milestone in human history and a point of national pride for the United States. The coin's release symbolized Kennedy's vision for space exploration, as he famously challenged the nation to land a man on the moon before the end of the decade. With 40% silver, the coin has intrinsic value tied to the fluctuating price of silver. In terms of value, circulated examples of the 1969 Kennedy half-dollar are typically worth slightly more than their silver melt value, depending on the current market price of silver. Uncirculated coins, or those in higher grades, such as Ms. 65 or Ms. 66, can fetch significantly higher prices among collectors. Specially minted proofs, though not produced for circulation in 1969, are also popular with collectors. The Kennedy half-dollar remains in production today, though it is no longer made for tangible connection to a pivotal moment in U.S. history, bridging the optimism of the Kennedy era with the societal challenges of the late 1960 seconds. The Kennedy half-dollar was one of the fastest coins to move from concept to production. The silver composition of the coin made it a target for hoarding and melting, especially during periods of high silver prices. The 1969 Kennedy half-dollar is more than just a piece of currency, it is a symbol of American age. Thank you for joining us at
Today, we take an in-depth look at the 1973 Jefferson Nickel, a fascinating piece of American coinage history. This 5-cent coin, minted at the Denver Mint, features the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, designed by Felix Schlag. The Jefferson Nickel series, which began in 1938, replaced the Buffalo nickel and has remained a staple of U.S. coinage for over 8 decades. The 1973 Jefferson Nickel belongs to a crucial era of U.S. coinage history. The early 1970s were marked by economic shifts, rising inflation, and ongoing debates over metal compositions in coins. The nickel retained its traditional copper-nickel alloy composition, which had been in use since 1866. This alloy gave the coin durability and resistance to corrosion, making it ideal for circulation. Minted in Denver, this coin bears the D Mint mark, located to the right of Monticello on the reverse. The Denver Mint, established in 1906, was a key producer of U.S. coinage, ensuring a steady supply of nickels for commerce. In 1973, the Denver Mint struck over 259 million Jefferson nickels, making this a common issue in circulation, but still sought after by collectors in high grades. On the obverse, we see a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, a design that had remained unchanged since its introduction. The inscriptions "In God We Trust" and "Liberty," 1973, flanked Jefferson's profile, reflecting the nation's values and the coin's date of mintage. The fine details of Jefferson's hair and facial features were a challenge to strike clearly, making well-defined examples highly desirable among numismatists. The reverse features Monticello, Jefferson's plantation home in Virginia. The design, also by Felix Schlag, showcases classical architectural elements and serves as a tribute to Jefferson's influence on American history. The inscriptions "E Pluribus Unum," Monticello, 5 cents, and "United States of America" frame the building. Collectors often look for sharp strike details on the steps of Monticello, known as full steps as nickels, which are significantly rarer and command higher premiums. In 1973, the U.S. economy faced increasing inflation, which affected the purchasing power of the nickel. However, the coin remained essential in daily transactions, used in vending machines, payphones, and everyday commerce. The durability of the Jefferson nickel ensured that many examples from this year still exist in circulation today. Condition and grading play a critical role in a coin's collectability. The 1973D Jefferson nickel can be found in grades ranging from heavily circulated to pristine, mint state MS65 and above conditions. Coins with minimal contact marks, strong luster, and fully struck details, especially on Jefferson's portrait and Monticello's steps, are the most sought after. Errors and varieties also add intrigue to this issue. While the 1973D nickel does not have major known errors like some other years, collectors always search for anomalies such as off-center strikes, die cracks, and double dies, which can significantly increase a coin's value. The Jefferson Nickel series saw a major redesign in 2004 and 2005, with the introduction of new reverse designs as part of the Westward Journey Nickel series, commemorating the Lewis and Clark expedition. In 2006, the obverse was updated with a new portrait of Jefferson by Jamie Franke. However, the classic 1938 to 2003 design, including the 1973D issue, remains a beloved piece of American numismatic history for collectors today. The 1973D Jefferson nickel serves as an accessible and historically significant coin, whether found in pocket change, inherited collections, or graded slabs. This nickel represents a snapshot of U.S. history, economic trends, and the lasting legacy of Thomas Jefferson. Thank you for watching LC Coins World. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1973D Jefferson nickel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more detailed numismatic history. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we explore another fascinating coin from around the world. Today, we will take a deep dive into the 2015 Kuwait 20 Fils coin, an important piece of Kuwaiti currency that reflects the nation's rich history, economic development, and cultural significance. This coin is part of the Kuwaiti Fils series, which has played a crucial role in the country's monetary system. The Kuwaiti dinar is one of the highest valued currencies in the world, and the Fils denominations serve as essential fractional units for everyday transactions. The 20 Fils denomination has been an integral part of Kuwaiti coinage for decades, and the 2015 issue continues this legacy. Kuwait, a small but wealthy nation located on the Persian Gulf, has a long history of trade and commerce. Before the introduction of the Kuwaiti dinar, the country used several different forms of currency, including the Indian rupee and the Gulf rupee, which were issued by the Reserve Bank of India. However, after gaining independence from British protection in 1961, Kuwait introduced its own national currency, the Kuwaiti dinar KWD, which replaced the Gulf rupee at an exchange rate of 1 KWD equals 13.33 Gulf rupees. The Kuwaiti dinar was subdivided into 1,000 fils, and coins of various denominations, including the 20 fils, were introduced to facilitate everyday transactions. The first series of Kuwaiti coins was issued in 1961, and over the years, several modifications have been made to their designs to reflect Kuwait's changing economic and political landscape. The 20 Fils coin has remained a standard part of Kuwaiti currency, used widely for small purchases, transportation fares, and other daily needs. The 2015 Kuwait 20 Fils coin is made from a copper-nickel alloy, which gives it durability and resistance to corrosion. It has a round shape with a smooth edge, making it distinct from some other denominations that have reeded edges. The diameter and weight of the coin are carefully designed to ensure easy handling and recognition in commerce. On the obverse side of the coin, we find an important national symbol of Kuwait, the dhow, a traditional wooden sailing vessel that represents Kuwait's maritime heritage. For centuries, those were used by Kuwaiti merchants for pearling, fishing, and trade with neighboring Gulf countries, India, and East Africa. The dhow symbolizes Kuwait's economic foundations before the discovery of oil. Above the dhow, we see Arabic inscriptions, including the name of the country, State of Kuwaiti. The reverse side of the coin features the coin's denomination, 20 in Eastern Arabic numerals, along with the word fils in Arabic. The year of minting is also displayed in both the Hijri Islamic and Gregorian calendars, which is a common practice for coins issued in Muslim-majority countries. This dual dating system connects Kuwait's monetary system to both its Islamic heritage and the modern international economy. The role of the 20 fils coin in Kuwaiti economy. By 2015, Kuwait had firmly established itself as one of the wealthiest nations in the world, thanks to its vast oil reserves. The country's GDP per capita was among the highest globally, and the Kuwaiti dinar remained the strongest currency in the world. However, despite its economic prosperity, the government continued to issue small denominations, like the 20 fils, to support a balanced and functional currency system. Kuwait's monetary policies are managed by the Central Bank of Kuwait, which ensures that coins and banknotes are produced in sufficient quantities to meet the needs of the economy. The 2015 20 fils coin was issued as part of the ongoing effort to maintain a reliable supply of coins for public use. Kuwaiti coins, including the 20 fils, have become increasingly popular among collectors, both locally and internationally. Collectors look for coins in mint condition, rare varieties, and special issues that may have unique characteristics. Some collectors focus on assembling full sets of Kuwaiti coins from different years, while others specialize in coins with specific historical significance. The 2015 Kuwait 20 fils coin is more than just a small unit of currency. It is a reflection of Kuwait's history, culture, and economic progress. Its design pays tribute to the country's maritime heritage, while its continued use highlights the importance of small denominations in modern commerce. Whether you are a collector, a historian, or simply someone interested in world currencies, the 20 fils coin is a fascinating piece of Kuwaiti numismatic history. Thank you for watching LC Coins World. If you enjoyed this in-depth look at the 2015 Kuwait 20 fils coin, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more detailed numismatic history. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we will explore another incredible coin from around the world.